Edge Impulse is doing, we just simplify machine learning to the embedded engineer. Meaning, neither you have X amount of knowledge of machine learning, or you are totally expert, the tool can support you. Neither you are a good, powerful Python code, or you don't know how to spell Python, the tool is good for you.
Hello, ipXers. Embedded World, Austin, Texas. I'm here from Edge Impulse. What I'd like to ask about Edge Impulse is, we're all about disruptive technology. So we have a community of 75,000 design engineers who are trying to solve incremental design problems every day from their legacy start. If Edge Impulse didn't exist, what would they be doing today?
What they're doing, they just need to get an army of engineering coding every morning, every night, trying to fix one of the biggest problem of edge AI.
Yep.
Because there are so many things out there. You need to know what is PyTorch and Keras and Onyx and TensorFlow and TensorFlow Lite. And you need to know which is the right neural processing unit you want to use. And what is neural processing unit? Should I use an ARM-based or should I use a non-ARM-based and RISC-V? Should I go to a Linux machine or to a microcontroller? Is it going to reflect my design? So many questions out there.
Incredibly complex.
And what Edge Impulse is doing, we just simplify machine learning to the embedded engineer. Meaning, neither you have X amount of knowledge of machine learning, or you are totally expert, the tool can support you. Neither you are a good, powerful Python code, or you don't know how to spell Python, the tool is good for you. If you design microcontrollers in your life, the tool is great for you. If you are a Linux engineer, the tool is great for you. If you started with NVIDIA and you have an AI model running on NVIDIA, and now you are saying NVIDIA is too expensive, too horsepower or GPU and hot and expand big, and you said, I need something that will run the same thing, but lower cost, lower price, lower size,
Yep.
The tool will do it for you. So there are so many things this tool is able to do. We need to do a better job explaining because there are so many things to say to the engineering community, but this is why you are here. But I just answer your question. We are here to solve one of the biggest problems of AI simplification.
Yep.
This is why here in Embedded World, we have microcontroller based on ARM from Alif with the latest Cortex M55 and an Ethos U55. So these are microcontrollers with acceleration. But in the same time, we have Advantech here with NVIDIA solution.
Yep.
And they're sitting right to each other because we are able to support this type of edges. And this is what unique is Edge Impulse.
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm a design engineer, you rattle through all those protocols and all those softwares and all those operating systems and all those other things are doing things. And then you say, I've got all this. And then, so what you're saying is the platform is agnostic to any hardware platform.
Exactly. So this is number one. They are agnostic. Neither you choose or you are planning to choose. This is one.
So do most people who use Edge Impulse come to Edge Impulse and then choose their hardware, or do they choose their hardware and then make Edge Impulse?
Wonderful question. As for now, it's 50-50.
50-50?
Yes.
So the answer to that question is it doesn't matter.
Yes, correct. And this is, again, one part of the powerful of our tool. And then after they got that, they are using the tool to fix even bigger problem. For example, everybody's talking about generative AI. Now, we are not in the Gen AI on the edge, but we are using Gen AI in a way that customers will be able to express how they can get better data sets. So I can even write down, I now am working in a factory, and in this factory, there's X and Y amount of objects. You literally, same like you're using ChatGPT to say it and it will tell you something, you can use the visualization, meaning it can generate synthetic data of what you want connected to a real data, meaning that you have it.
When everybody had this, I've got this on video when somebody explained to me what synthetic data was, and I was thinking, it's a made-up phrase. But then somebody explained it to me, so now I understand what synthetic
data is. It's a digital twin of a real data.
Yeah, so you can see what would happen if you were to do
exactly. It. But then what we all know with AI, more data, the model will be better, and then the outcome will be better. And there is no any infinity data. Okay, if you go to the basic cat or dog in AI, if you have millions of images on cats and dogs, the model will be good. But if there are 10 million of images, the model will be better. So by utilizing synthetic data to generate more data, to have a better data set, it will help you in the beginning. Then the tool will help you to train in the right way, and in the most important thing, to deploy to agnostic, whatever you want.
Yeah.
This is the wonderful of Edge Impulse.
Okay. Want to come back to synthetic data?
Yeah.
That sounds like a real benefit. Just want to just backtrack the conversation a little bit. Design engineer. I'm either deciding my MCU or I've decided on my platform, and then I'll decide my MCU.
Yeah.
And then you've described that there's all this really complicated options. Probably because we're human beings, they always have their set ways of doing things. Because that's it's a natural human thing to do. I know how to do that. It will work. Yeah. Right. What's the experience then? So I decide, right, I'm going to go on a journey of discovery because I know that I'm going into the unknown, because everything that we're talking about is going into the future. Edge AI, for a start, is, wow, what's going on? What's my learning curve? Because at the moment, I know what I'm doing. I understand my paths of success. Yeah. But now I'm going to start using your platform, which is going to simplify that.
Correct.
So my question, I think my question is, I've already have these paths of doing things. And basically what you're saying is, but you can use these other 95% of paths. And in my head, how much learning do I have to do in order to just, because you describe it as, well, it's all done for you and it's all worked through.
Too much simplification, sure.
Yeah, and if I'm a cynical design engineer, which they quite rightly are, they're going to say, well, I'm not sure, okay, this platform is going to make everything really, really simple for me, and everything that I'll ever need is there, and all I've got to do is look at it, and it'll do it for me. So what I think the question that I'm struggling to ask is, how do they actually engage with those other 95% of things that they don't know? What does the platform offer there, so they don't have to relearn everything, or is it just intuitive and it does it for you?
Yeah, so to make it a little bit more easy to explain, depend if you are a startup company with 2 or 5 engineers or 1 engineer, or you are a small, medium company, 10, 50 engineers. Everybody have the job need to be done. And by talking about Edge Impulse, somebody will say, did you look in this platform? It can solve a problem that neither you have today or will have in the future.
Yes.
And this is one of the main value we are going to support, meaning that these embedded engineers have an algorithms. Algorithms have been in the market for 30 years, 50 years, and now the algorithm.
Have an electronics industry.
Yeah, exactly. And now the algorithm is literally reflect to machine learning. So it's in the end, it's a DSP, it's a mathematical accumulation. This is all, and they see a tool that can help them simplify their algorithm, neither to solve a problem or to fix a problem that they are not didn't think about. And let's take a couple of examples. In a medical market, in many cases, customers are coming with an idea and we want to solve this problem. But in the end, you need to have data to solve that problem. So the tool helps them to get data in a very easy way. Okay, get data, label it, use AutoML for it. So this is one side of the tool. In another way, if you are already working in and you have data.
Yeah, in that case, would they have to be designing their own algorithm to get the data?
Yes, because in the end, we are not bringing the algorithm. They need to come with the algorithm. This is what it means, bring your own model, bring your own algorithm. Yes. But then how you take this algorithm and put it in a way that will be connected for the data you collected, and then this together when it's going to deploy it. Because in some medical application, they don't even know in the beginning what will be their end microcontroller. I need it low power, they know, because they want a handheld device. I need it low cost, but it's now working on a PC. It's working on an NVIDIA platform. This is a problem we can solve.
Right.
In another hand, in industrial application, where you're talking about computer vision, I need multiple cameras to support things. It's super complex. So there is a company that can even make NVIDIA that it's super complex technology even more simple. And this is, for example, what we are doing with NVIDIA and Advantech. We are simplifying the way. You don't need to be a CUDA expert or NVIDIA expert to work with NVIDIA. These are two examples of customers that we are solving a real problem.
Yeah. So if I summarize that, because I'm now beginning to understand it, because I'm a simple soul, which all our community knows that I'm a simple soul. Let's just take your medical device example, or industrial, or even consumer.
Correct.
Right. We know on this booth alone, you are surrounded by hardware vendors. They're all extraordinarily good at what they do.
Exactly.
Right. Your design engineer in your healthcare example doesn't know, as times change, how things are going to change, what data that they're going to have to collect, the environment in which they're going to have to collect it, and what's available to them on a hardware basis in the future. So what is one of your absolute benefits is, but our platform will enable you to sync to whatever, because at the end of the day, you probably will change your hardware platform.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you will change things that you do.
Yeah.
And if you use us as your overall over-guiding platform, we'll give you the flexibility to port, for a better phrase,
exactly
whatever hardware the future holds for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this is why we continue to announce more partnership. We just signed with Siva as an IP company. ST Microelectronics, one of the biggest companies for microcontroller in the world, that we all know that they know what they're doing. They partner with us because they see the value, and a lot of things will come in the near future that I cannot say. So tune up. And we continue to get more requests for more partners that want to be, friends with us, connect with us, and we are becoming our target de facto AI simplification tool in the world.
Yes, understand that. Right, last question, because you've been giving up a lot of time. Thank you. Synthetic data.
Yeah.
Still sounds like a made-up phrase to me. I have a T-shirt that I normally wear for these things, which is alien technology.
Yeah.
Which everybody knows that I say that must be alien technology. Somebody starts saying to me, "Well, we've got synthetic data." I go, "What? No, come on." So, but just try.
In a simple way.
Yes, but I'm going to explain what I think it is. I'm going to explain what I think it is, and then you're going to tell me whether I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
You get a data set that comes your way, but what you want to do is plan for the future. You want to know what if, because if I'm going to deploy 10,000 stuff out in the field, I want to know what would be the scenario if I were to do that, but without actually doing it. So is my understanding of the idea of synthetic data is I'm able to use your platform to plan what it would look like without actually doing it.
So yes, but you are in phase 2. And first of all, the synthetic data that we are using is by connecting with NVIDIA platform called Omniverse. So NVIDIA have the platform, we are enable it in a simple way. So what you said is yes, but I'm even going one step back. In a matter of, I now need an image of something, okay? Yep. It can be anything, okay? A small screws or an industrial environment or a factory with pallets or boxes. Yep. And normally, the guys in the factory will give you 1 day for 4 hours to take as much as videos and pictures that you can. But it's not a lot of data. What you can do is that after you get that data, you create a digital twin, a synthetic data of that, but then it can be infinite, meaning I would like more of that and bigger of that and different sizes and different colors, but it looks the same.
Manipulate the data.
Yes,
manipulate the
exactly.
Data.
And then in the end, you have the real images that you just took and something virtual that look the same, but the machine knows that it's more data because it's accurate. And this is how you use it. And we're really, really using it in factories application. We are doing a lot of stuff with NVIDIA that we'll announce soon, that connecting more features coming from NVIDIA on that. Because in the end, as I said, synthetic data is a way to add more data, better dataset, dataset, better AI model, and then I can deploy it.
Speed up the learning.
Exactly.
But by not actually having the real data that you collect, but looking at the data you already got, synthesizing it, which is where that synthetic comes from, and then able to manipulate it in different ways so the machine can learn.
Correct. And by the way, I really encourage everybody go literally do Edge Impulse synthetic data or Edge Impulse Omniverse in Google, or just go to edgeimpulse.com, look for the NVIDIA Omniverse platform for synthetic data to get more information about it. It's not science fiction, it's now.
Last question, and it's a quickie. I've listened to this video, as in the community.
Yeah.
Understood everything that you've said, understood getting rid of everything being on one platform. It gives me scalability, it gives me flexibility in the future. It enables me to take a data set and then play with it and synthesize it, change it and look into the future. All of that sounds absolutely amazing. How do I evaluate it?
Just go to edgeimpulse.com, register totally free. You are getting good amount of functionality to play with that, from everything, data collection, training of the data, test it and deploy it. You will not get an access for the cool stuff like the synthetic data that I manage, but you can register for a trial version, full, without a limitation, for 2 weeks. And then after you understand the value, you are coming to us and we will give you the way to buy license to get free capabilities to use the entire tool.
Excellent. So, community, before we started filming, I said to Amir, I'm a bearer of little brain, which everybody knows, and I couldn't work out exactly where Edge Impulse sat in the ecosystem of how design engineers are going to develop next generation products. I think probably bearer of little brain sort of gets it, but you will definitely get it. So thank you so much for an excellent introduction.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, where my engineers at?